Welcome, this is the Home Ec Lady. I have recently gotten a lot of requests for making the head and the feet on my doll patterns. And so today I'm going to do a little tutorial about how to do it. So let's start with the head. You're going to need your two side heads and your face. And you're going to match up your side head on the face where the notches will be on the same side. They won't necessarily match up, and that's okay, just as long as the face is on the appropriate side of the head. So start by matching those up. You'll want to match the corners up at the neck, and the notches will be on the same side. And you're going to put that in the machine that way and guide the side head over the face as you sew. So starting from the front, you're going to guide it through to the back. All right, so line up your corners on the neck, put your presser foot down, and sew the side head to the face, making sure that your seam allowance is consistent all the way from the front to the back. Go slow and stop when you need to readjust, and just guide that side head right along the face until you get to the end. All right, you'll notice that I have a little bit of the face portion left over at the back of the head. And I'm just gonna trim that off so that it's even with the side head. And now I'm gonna have to trim the other side of the face by matching the back of the head dart, and then trimming up the opposite side of the face. All right, now I'm gonna do the other side, and it's gonna be opposite of the way we just did it. I'm going to start at the back of the head, the back of the face portion, line up my side head without the notch, and guide it through the machine. So here we go, line up the back of the head with the side head portion in the back, the one without the notch. Put your presser foot down on it and ease your side head along the face, going the opposite direction that you did the first time. Make sure your seam allowances are consistent. You want to go slow and readjust as needed until you get to the front of the face at the neck. All right, and that's the head. You'll want to slash your seams before you do anything else with your head. All right, let's take a look at the leg. I'm going to find the middle of the front and mark it with a pin. Now I'm going to take the foot top and fold it in half, and use my fingers to press a little crease in the front center. And now I'll line up the front center of the foot top with the center of the leg and pin it into place. Now when I sew it, I'm going to stretch the foot top along the raw edge of the leg and sew it all into place without any wrinkles or buckles in the fabric. So I'll start by lining up the edge of the foot top with the leg, and readjust that fabric so that as you sew, it's not getting wrinkled underneath. You'll want to take your pin out and readjust the fabric so that the raw edge of the foot top and the leg are meeting. And just stop as you need to, readjust as you go, making sure that you're not getting any folds in the fabric stuck in the seam. Okay, so now I'm going to slash the seams, slash the curve of the seam, and then fold the leg in half. I'm going to match up the seams at the heel and pin those into place. And then pin the top of the leg into place and trim the heel portions that don't match. Now I'll sew the back of the leg and get ready to install the sole. I want to match up the heel seam on the leg with the notch on the sole. And I'm going to spread that seam allowance out so that the stitching matches with the notch on the foot. And I'm going to place it in the machine like this and ease around. No need to pin. Okay, so I'm going to put it in my machine with the seam open and start stitching, making sure that I'm keeping a consistent seam allowance around the foot top portion. And you'll see as I come around to this second side that the foot top and the sole do not necessarily match. So I'm going to smooth everything out and make sure that the foot top is smooth and sew it so that it fits. And there may be more of a sole than there is of a foot top, and that's okay. And that's it, you guys. Sewing on a curve isn't easy, but with practice, it will become second nature. Thanks for watching.